Reinfected patients were actually false positives due to dead virus fragments, refuting reinfection.
Here's a summary of the article.
Seoul, April 29. South Korean health experts said Wednesday that recovered coronavirus patients may have tested positive again due to traces of virus fragments that have been inactivated. The country's Central Clinical Committee for Emerging Disease Control said there was no live virus present in such cases, positively refuting theories like the virus being reactivated or reinfection. The country currently uses a reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction test for the COVID-19 virus that works by finding the virus's genetic information, or RNA, in a sample taken from a patient. RNA fragments still can exist in a cell even if the virus is inactivated, they said in a press release. It is more likely that those who tested positive again picked up virus RNA that has already been inactivated. The committee further said it is virtually impossible for the virus to be reactivated unless the COVID-19 virus causes chronic infections. O further said the COVID-19 virus is different from diseases such as HIV and hepatitis B in which the virus stays dormant inside of a cell nucleus and later causes chronic infection.
This post received a score of 11,000, with an upvote ratio of 91%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I very badly want this to be true, but a single news article with no credible sources is less than useless. I would hold off on sharing this article until at least the implied research team makes the announcement themselves. Edit: Yonhap has recently made some edits of this article that have improved its credibility. Better sources, actual quotes fill the article out now.
If it does, it must be the sequence you're looking for, which would likely be some intron part of the envelope protein or something like that. I've worked for a company that tried to automate this technology. They contaminated a building so bad they had to rent another building in the same office park to test their prototypes, then contaminated that one too. They're definitely sensitive tests in my experience.
The question that we need to ask is whether the sequence they're using is specific to the novel coronavirus. From a quick search I did into the papers which describe SARS-CoV-2 isolation, it appeared that the PCR primers they used were against a general envelope protein. I might have misunderstood something though.
Well, I think the real hitch is using PCR. If they replicate a sequence and create amplicon. That was the word du jour at the company I mentioned above. That's what they're saying. The product of the PCR is contaminating the study. Which I have seen. I had to spray an entire room down with bleach. We still were unable to get negative test results.
Yeah, you get any of that template around, and it's crazy hard to not show up later as false positives.
This is so tiresome. When a layperson encounters scientific findings they've usually already cleared the great filter of scientific peer review. But thanks to COVID-19, we're now all tapped into the raw stream of preliminary results awaiting further testing. Spoiler alert. Read on at your own peril. 1. Half of what we think we already know is wrong. 2. Half of what we need to know will take longer to figure out than we hope. 3. The usual people will get in the way as usual and almost muck everything up, also as usual.
80% of what I've read has been lay people butchering scientific studies or just nonsense studies with no real purpose. Like the virus survives on ____ surfaces in laboratory conditions and examined under microscopes, became cardboard can hide the Rona, burn all your cardboard.
Relevant XKCD.
Can someone explain me the biochemistry behind the false positives?
From what I understand, it's about dead viral fragments causing the false positives. The PCR tests look for a specific region of the viral DNA, which could still be around after the viral cells have been destroyed by the body's immune response.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.